Hello, it's me again. So continuing, sorry, last video I was showing you something like here. I have a really hard time getting into frame. So what I was telling you on that video is that now that we've made the file, we didn't have much room here, so I decided to do something flat on this one here so that it's not, it takes like the room that it's taking, the difference between this one and this spine and this spine, but we could still make something flat. So that's why we did the, I didn't mat that, I was going to do that, but I just wanted to get this video done. So we're going to mat this. So this is flat, we can just put a couple of photo mats in there, that's how it's going to be. And then after that, I was telling you that the space we have here, after we make, this is what we're going to make today, just here. So this is going to be the card that we're going to make. So now we can see the space that we have left. This doesn't take too much, which is good, because then here we still have to make this flap here, this cover, the inside cover here. And I want to have two pages that have quite a bit of interaction, so I don't want them to be, I don't want this one to be too thick, so that I can have some thickness for my 2 pages that would be glued on right here and here, which we'll do at the very end of the project. And that is one thing that I have explained on one of the videos I've made in the past, not long ago. So it's how to, you will be gluing your pages depending on where, what you've done here, how thick they are, where they fall, where they go, so that they're glued on really straight, so that they're not, like the hinge is not going like this, you know. So anyways, we'll be back to that later. So I'm going to be working on this, and today we are making the paper bag. It's a card. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to be looking through my papers. So that's another part of the creating, how your papers inspire you. So here we have some cards. So I want to use a card on this flap right here for some journaling, and maybe another one in the back when we do the back for a little message that's, let's say this is a gift you give to someone, so there's a little message that says like, this is your gift from grandma, whatever. So I wanted to use 2 of them. So I'm going to use one here, and maybe this one there. There's a little flag flying around. So I'm going to go, this one is going to be in the back and this one in the front because it's bigger, so it's going to take more room here. So now I have the kind of brown, and I have some pink, yellow. So I have to have something that really matches it. So what I think I'm going to be doing is using this one here. And then I'm going to be using some pink. And then here we have only the regular green. We don't have the kind of teal green, so I'm going to use this again, I guess. And maybe just in case I need more, I'm going to be picking, what else do we have here? This one is not, oh, here, I have leftover of this one. Maybe I could use this one here for the back of the bag. And we could put something here, or maybe it could be on the top, and then we'll put a little pocket here, kind of, with a little card that we are going to use here on the pocket. So that's what we're going to do. So you see how you design with your papers that you have. So I'm going to keep all these 3, all of this. This is going away there. So first, the bag. So what you do first is you have to measure the size. It might be too long, so you just cut whatever you have to make too big, depending on the size of the page that you have, or the belly band or the pocket that you want to put it in. So this one is big enough. So I'm going to be I'm going to be doing this part first, so covering the whole thing here. And yeah, so I'm going to be using this paper here. So I'll measure what I want, what I need. Where's my pencil? So I would go all the way, because if it doesn't get all the way to the sides here, your paper that you cut, you're going to see it here. So I think I'm going to go all the way. So it's going to here, pretty much. And the thickness, I mean the width is here. Okay. This has to go. Sorry about my mess. It gets really messy when you work scrapbooking, I can tell you. So this can go away for now. So I'm using this one here all the way to, where's my mark? I have one here. Trying to get into frame here. This is a big problem I have. So here, and this is good. I wanted to have the whole thing. What did I do? Okay, I'm gonna change. You see, sometimes you make mistakes, so you learn how to change your things. So I'm gonna put a little strip of something there. So I'm gonna. This is the dotted line of the paper. So that. Oh, okay, it was like this. Oh, I get it. I'm good. And those leaves go everywhere, like every direction, so we're good. Okay, I was gonna put a little piece here, but it doesn't need to. Now, this is right here. I'm gonna distress this, and also I'm going to distress my bag. So I'm gonna start with this one. I've done that before the video. I only have like 28 minutes and a few seconds on my SD card, so I have to be quick so that I have time to finish the one project we're making in this video. So it's not always easy. I'm gonna distress my bag just in case there's a fly flying around me. In case we get to see some of it, so I'm just going to do that. And when it's really soft and you need to distress, what I do is I bring my mat all the way to the edge, and I go like this, and then I go like this. So it's not folding, bending, makes a better job. I'm filming. So this is what we're doing. This one here, and then the edge here, and I'm just gonna go like this here so that we distress this part here as well. And I have this one here still to distress, so we're good, and we're all good here. So first I'm gonna mat this one here, and I'm going to decide right now if I want to put a ribbon or what. And here you see that there's a little circle here. So I think I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to punch or cut a little circle as well. So I'm just tracing to see where it starts, where it's finishing. And here, what I like to do is I like to use a little circle, something that I have. So I just go like this and draw it here. And then I just go like this, cut it, and after that I'm going to test to see if it's right, and if you can still see some of the paper bag, you just go ahead and cut a little bit, because it has to be shorter, like you don't want to see any of it. So every time I do, I make a project with the paper bag, that's what I do with the punch here. I mean the circle that they've done. So this is pretty good. So I'm going to distress this part here. I'm going to put a ribbon here to bring some pink, because I've got a little bit of pink here on my sheets, so I think I'm going to use again this one. I really like this one. So I'm going to put a little strip here. This one. So you have to make it pretty, not just do the technique, but you have to make sure that it's pretty as well. So here, like this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make the line. I'm using this as a ruler just to see if it's straight, to just put my glue along. That's one way of doing it, right? And then what I can do after that is measure the space here and this space here to see if it's the same. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just a little bit under 6 lines. Sound good. And then I do the rest here. So this takes a little bit of time before it's glued on. And then I put this here. Come on, glue, come out. A little drop of glue on the fabric to paper, because the tacky glue won't do it, just to make sure that it's glued properly. And you go all the way to the bottom of your bag, and then just gonna go here, just like this. So that's what it is. Once you've done that, make sure that it's all the way to the side. Once you've done that, then you can go ahead and glue this part here. I rather glue this first because I want the paper to go all the way in. I don't want to cut it here. And if it's glued here and then you slide it in, then you lose a little bit here where you've put the glue, so you cannot have the paper go underneath after it's glued on. So then it would go all the way here, which I don't like. So I really like to do the matting of the bag before I glue the bottom of the bag. So here we said we'd put some pink, and we are using this one here, which I'm going to cut right now. Easier to have not as much cardstock in your hand when you cut. It's easier to get precise, right on the line. I am just dressing this right now. And I'm going to cut the amount of paper I need for here. So this goes here to here, and here to here. Be a nice card. You can put like a gift card in there, put stickers. I'll show you later. So this is going to be the matting of this part, and I think that this one here is going to be a pocket. So I'm going to glue part of it. It can be a little pocket. So first I glue this one on. I'm not going to put more ribbon because sometimes when you put too much, like not enough, especially that we have a lot of pattern in our paper. I'm going to turn this way. Like, it's very busy paper, so we're not going to be putting too much stuff. And this one here, I'm gluing here, just a little bit here, so that it makes kind of a pocket in the center. That's the fun card. now the back. So we're going to be using, I like this one here. Maybe I'll get another sheet because I need larger than what I have available there. So probably have another sheet of the same pattern. Do I? Probably not. Oh yeah, it is. I'm gonna get more of this one. I said I was gonna use this. This is what I wanted to use. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna use. Okay. Sometimes I think something and then I forget about it. So we're gonna do this one. Cut this right here. Too much stuff on my table. Stop me. I need a craft broom. So here, getting rid of the dotted line here. And I'm gonna distress this. Good. So this is going to be going on the top of our card, and then I'm going to do something here, and with this little card here that we said we'd be using, just going to cut because it's a long line to cut, so I'm using my paper trimmer to make it straighter, and hand cut, fussy cut. Could always use a punch for the corners, but they were already designed circles, so I could just follow the line. So here I'm going to use another piece of paper that would match it. So let's maybe get something a little bit pink. Oh, this one here. This one. Oh, this one is just perfect. So I'm going to go with this one. Even though the letters are that side, because we're going to put that on top anyways. So let's do this one. Same length. And the full height. Let's go. Oh, stuff is falling out. Sorry about that. I lost my pen, my pencil, I mean. So here, I cut this distress. Paint, so I'm not going to put more on this side, just on the cut. Make sure it's all nice. This. So I'm going to glue this one on. Edges. Make sure you have enough. This one's going to go right here. And with the paper bags, the glue sticks really quick, so you have to make sure that you're straight. Fast. You cannot go back because it won't do it. And this one is going to be that way. I decided. Here, see? Hiding the whole thing. Just using scraps. And then this is going to be like a tuck, or maybe let's make it pocket. Tuck would be just glued on here and then pocket here. So I'm going to make it centered. So this is one example of how to create something